Hi everyone, welcome to Yogetic. My name is Esther, and today I'm going to give you a little tutorial about Chaturanga Dandasana, the staff pose. The reason I'm doing this is because sometimes I worry about my students who want to do this pose too quickly, or they just don't do it careful enough, and you can see how they're dumping in their shoulders and the beginning of pain starts to exist. So maybe if I take the time to really explain it, I can help some of you to avoid that. Okay, so it's really worth it to build this pose up with patience and mindfully and with intelligence. So let's start with stage 1 on the knees, with hands and knees. Okay, so the hands are under the shoulders and we start with the knees under the hips. So if you're building up strength, then this is where you're going to start. And it's just about keeping the shoulders on the back. So what we don't want to do is let the shoulders move forward and let them drop down. Yeah. So you keep lifting the shoulders, place them on the back, and then keeping the belly strong. So that means you keep your navel tucked in. You're just going to come forward and down to the floor. So that is phase number 1. And from there, you usually come into a cobra pose or an upward facing dog pose. Then if you do that, and you can do that easily, then go to the stage where you bring the knees further back. Inhaling, exhaling, coming down. So with the knees further back, what already seems to be happening easier is for those front of the shoulders to dump. Yeah, that's something you really don't want to happen. So keep lifting, and that's the hard work. So look at my shoulders, keep lifting the front of your shoulders, and also don't dump in the back. So you keep your stomach strong, lifting the front of the shoulders up. So don't let this happen. Okay, so when you can do that without the shoulders moving forward, you're ready for the stage 3. And then you can take your knees all the way off the floor. So you're extending both legs, come into a plank pose, draw the navel in, tailbone towards the heels. And again, the focus needs to be to stabilize the core, but to keep the shoulders from moving down. So on the outward, shoulder blades on the back, heart reaches forward. Don't do that. Keep them up, calming down. And from there, you can move through in cobra or up dog. So that's a hard one. Yeah, so you really want to work it. So if you do several vinyasas in a class, make sure you do only as many as your shoulders can do. Only as many as you are managing to keep those shoulders on the back when you come down. And when you feel that's going, then take a lighter option. That's what I do. Some days I just cannot do it, and then I start working here, and I just move it from there. Because, protecting your shoulders is a really, really important thing. So, if you can do all that and you want to even become stronger, you can start and work from the floor, which is a more advanced version. So you tuck your toes, you already draw the navel in, pubic bone down, shoulders on the back. I find this very tough. So you're lifting from the back, that's the easiest way for me. So I imagine my kidneys, my back moving up, and you come into Chaturanga from there, and then you can push back. So that's quite a tough one. Now the last version I want to show you, if you want to practice your strength in your shoulders and your core, but your wrist give you trouble, then you can do a lot on your forearms. So you can bring the forearms to the floor, extend your legs and just be in this pose, which is still very challenging. So shoulders underneath, or elbows underneath the shoulders, navel in, lower the hips, keep the chest open, and breathe. And if you're here for 5 to 10 breaths, you're really ready to come out. And you can even work your way up to more breaths. Okay. I hope this will help you to practice safely, because again, keeping your shoulders healthy is, you understand the importance of it till you've really got yourself into trouble there. So just make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, thank you for joining me.